Welcome to Terra Talks, where we talk about all things real estate. In each episode, we'll tackle current trends and topics of interest, both locally and regionally. However or wherever you decide to tune in, you're not going to want to miss this.
Welcome to another episode of Terra Talks. I'm Shonnell, and I'm joined today by my lovely colleagues from the Direct Reservations team.
Asha.
Joselle.
Collectively, we have 5 decades of booking villa rentals over the years. I mean, it's been a wild ride, but well worth it and very, very rewarding. I know that I've been in it for 21 years.
And I've been here for 24 years.
And I'm the newest member. So I've been here for 1 year.
Mm-hmm. But you had like 15 years already.
Oh, yeah, 15 years
in
of
the
experience
industry.
in the industry, in the hospitality industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to delve into this topic that I know a lot of our viewers and listeners are really interested to know. What are the advantages of booking directly with Blue Sky Luxury? Joe?
For me, the main advantage would be the fact that you have an on-island reservation expert assigned to you when you first inquire. Mm-hmm. It's not someone overseas. We're here, we're on island. We have been to the properties. We know them inside out, and we can give recommendations so that each client can make a more informed decision for their vacation.
Absolutely. It's very true. Not only that we are the on-island managers, we also hold the charts.
Yeah, we do.
So, Ash, tell us a little bit about the product.
So we have over 150 different properties, ranging from 12 bedrooms all the way down to 1 bedroom. The 12 bedroom perfect for multi-generational. 1 bedrooms be ideal for honeymooners or single persons coming on holiday.
Yeah, just looking for a little getaway on the island.
Yeah.
That's funny that you say that, because I do know for a fact that we can proudly say that we have so much product now to offer guests in that wide range, not only from Crystal Springs to Laughing Waters, Leamington Cottage, but we can touch like the 4 points of this island.
We absolutely can. Recently, we brought on our newest, which is on the East Coast, Pebble. But we have from Hector's House and Emily on the south, Fustic in the north, Pebble on the east, and then we have all of our West Coast collection. When we say product, we are referring to our portfolio, our vast portfolio.
Yeah.
So that could be the standalone beachfront properties or the standalone in the Royal Westmoreland Sugar Hill developments.
We have one of our 10-bedroom properties called Crystal Springs. The view on this property is awesome.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
not only, it's one of my favorite properties in our portfolio. They have, as I said, 10 amazing bedrooms. There's a theater. There's a boat that you can go out on and do water sports as well. A state-of-the-art gym. And there's also one of my other favorites would be like a 1-bedroom called Leamington Cottage, which is it's charming, it's beautiful, and it's perfect for those honeymooners.
That's
What do you think, Sean? What are one of your favorites?
The one property that would come to my mind instantly would be Sanzaroo. That is one of my favorites, no doubt. It has an amazing view. It's a luxurious flagship home, full complement of staff. You're pampered in every way. That would be one of my lovely go-to properties.
And the view?
And the view.
Yes, very private. So one of my favorite properties would be Cool Breeze. The view for me is amazing. You have a complete panoramic view of the West Coast. And it can be rented as 4 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, depending on the size of your party.
So I came from work and I had to stop in the supermarket. And as I'm standing in line, a lady saw me branded in my lovely shirt. And she asked, Blue Sky Luxury? Oh, what do you do? Where are you? I mean, funny enough, I'm seeing your signs all over the coast, but I really don't know what you guys do. how do we find you, and what is it? And it was a lovely way for me to introduce myself, and basically then showcase all that we have to offer. And one of the things that stands out in my mind in my conversation with her was we are a personalized service. Booking directly with Blue Sky Luxury, we give everyone all of our time, all of our knowledge. We make it a best experience possible because we want it as if it was for ourselves, So with that being said, how do people actually reach out and begin their booking process with us?
Most people will say that they found us online via our website, or if they're on island, like you're the lady you saw in the supermarket, they'll see our Blue Sky signs and give us a call. And once we start our conversations, we'll ask information like the dates, how many persons are in their party, if there are kids in the party, because some properties are good for families and young kids, but there are others that would be ideal for older children, 12 and over. And once we collect all this information, then we'll be able to find the perfect house that would suit their needs.
Yeah, because she had family that was overseas, and I just told her, give me a call. I'd be happy to put your family up, and they were coming for crop over. So I know that's a tough time, but, we could still definitely find something for them because that's a very heavily rented period. What measures would Blue Sky Luxury take to ensure that we are as transparent and there's accuracy when showcasing our portfolio?
Well, first of all, if we start on our website, the pictures are a good representation of each property. And our lovely marketing team puts in a lot of work in the description to make sure that when you read the description, it is also a representation of the property so that when the client reads it, they know what they are buying.
Also, it's all about integrity as well, which is one of our core values here. And also, when it comes to pricing, we make sure that the prices are correct. As you said, the photos and the description, so that when guests come, it surpasses their expectation. And also, because, we had that one client that contacted us on island where they would have booked a property and it did not meet their need. There was something totally different. And so we have to be very careful in how we represent our properties and make sure that we're being truthful, and upfront. And we were able to guide her and be able to match their needs and move them to a property that suited their needs rather than something they saw online that was not correct.
Exactly. And that is also a great pull for us as being a direct team because we get to speak to the person. The person isn't speaking to a robot or guessing game online when it's a hit or miss, whether they're going to get accurate information or whether the pictures are actually a true depiction of what the property looks like. But we can definitely speak to them, and based on what I said before, that we would want for ourselves, we push them into the direction or we guide them into the direction to make the best decision possible. And that is a plus for us. I'm glad that people can find us direct.
But then we also have our reviews, Sean. So, when the guests leave reviews, we post it under the property page so that other guests can benefit from hearing the experience of others and help them make a more informed decision.
Yeah, I've heard people make bookings based on reviews. It's like they just had to have somebody else's opinion for sure, because they're just not going to take my word for it.
And sometimes people always will ask, well, are you on island? Have you seen these properties? And so that's a big bonus for us that we can say yes. Yeah. We're here in Barbados. I know this property. I can even do a video walkthrough with you on the phone.
Absolutely.
So
we're doing that now, actually. We're doing a lot of that now. And I'm glad that we're able to, because before, back in the day, especially because, I would have started, 21 years ago, we didn't have this ability to use a camera or a phone to transmit these walkthrough videos. We would have to really just write down a lot of notes and probably take a picture, and God knows how long it would take to get to the client. But, we are so progressive now.
Yeah.
So,
Tech savvy.
all part of personalizing the experience for the guests. What are the other features or the other little things that we do to make it special for the client?
Well, I did have this one client. He wanted to have a special 21st birthday party for his daughter, but he also wanted to make it feel Bajan. So our fantastic concierge team, God bless them, they were able to pull together this full Bajan experience. We had the fire eaters, the limbo dancers, steel pans. The clients were able to learn to play the steel pan as well. It was one of her best birthdays ever.
Very memorable.
Yeah, very memorable.
For sure.
So yeah, that came off with a hit.
Joe?
And for me, I think dietary requirements and people's preferences for what they eat is very important. And I had a particular guest that came and he wanted full kosher. So we did that
What was
again.
it
Our
again?
blessed concierge team.
What did you do?
Well, the house had to be blessed and everything had to be brought in. So he brought in all his food and we actually helped him with that as well. And the rabbi had to come in and bless the kitchen area. All the pots and pans were new. And it was completely fully kosher by the time they were ready for his arrival.
Very respectful. I love
And
that.
he was very appreciative of all that went into making that trip memorable, because for him that was important.
Yeah, one thing that stood out for me the most, well, over the years, having a conversation with my clients, I get to be kind of friendly with them, So there was this couple, and they were coming to the island for the first time. They didn't know nothing about the island, and we had so much correspondence between the two of us. It was mostly I and the wife that was planning it. The husband, he was in remission from cancer. So she really wanted it to be very, very special for them. And it just took on a whole different feel. I didn't feel like I was talking to a client, and it wasn't, a distant
Like a best
relationship.
friend.
It was like a best friend. It was almost a sister even. So when it came time around for them to come to the island, I said, you know what, I can't let you fumble. I know you're independent, and I know you think that it's going to be great to just do a wonderful island tour on your first journey to the island. So let me come and meet you at the airport. And she was like, what?
Wow.
You do that for me? Yeah, at that time, I was living on the other end of the island. I was living in St. Peter, so I drove up to the airport, children in tow, and it was just like a little experience. It was great to meet them in person and put a face to all of the correspondence and the calls, and it was just a wonderful, memorable.
And I'm sure they totally
time.
appreciated that,
They
right?
and it was a wonderful time that the kids had as well. I mean, they got to see this beautiful villa that they had booked, and it was the right fit for them. They were very appreciative that made their day, and they didn't have to stumble around the island.
Yeah. We have some wonderful stories of guests that we would have met, and it became repeat clients as well.
And that's the aim.
Yeah.
Getting clients to not just come once, but to always repeat. That would be the best compliment ever.
Yeah.
Because they don't always repeat at the same property.
No.
But they come back to their person.
To us.
And refer family and friends.
Before I came to Blue Sky Luxury, I worked in the hotel industry. So it is a big difference, culture shock indeed. But there's so many myths and misconceptions to booking a villa. And I am one to tell them that straight off, you have more privacy than ever being in a villa, and they're thinking that they'll be left alone. But what are some of the myths that we can debunk today, though, Ash?
One of the misconceptions that people often have is that there's no flexibility in booking a villa compared to a hotel. But in fact, we're very flexible when it comes to booking a villa. There's no limitation on the times that you can eat. If you want to have breakfast at 1 in the afternoon, you can. You can have spa days. We can have a masseuse come over, and you can have your private sessions at the property. Your kids can be in the pool at 11 p.m. at night. You don't have any restrictions on the pool has to be closed at a certain time.
No restrictions.
No restrictions at all. And even when it comes to your diets, any dietary needs, our staff are like
on point.
And we can certainly organize all the different meals that you require for even large parties.
You could actually sit down with the concierge before you arrive to run through any meal plans that you want. So if you had a preference for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can actually send a menu. And between the concierge will liaise with the chef or the cook and have that,
personalized.
Correct, yeah.
Experience, exactly. Because, in the hotel, you just eat what they put there for you. Or, you have to go out and hunt for something. But in a villa, your chef is going to cater to you.
Correct.
The staff are going to look after you. And thankfully, like you said, with our concierge team, they can get it right.
A typical misconception that it's really expensive. And I actually don't think so, because if you were to get one of the larger villas, and if you have multi-generational families, or you have friends and they all put together as a group, and the breakdown is actually cheaper than if you were to get multiple rooms in a hotel. And then what's actually included with what you get, so the same services, the staff, you wouldn't get that hotel. So in large, everything actually works out to be better for you,
more
and the
affordable.
package is better than if you were just to go to a hotel and get a room and have to use their services. Correct.
True.
So I would say for sure, it's not as expensive as people actually think.
People always say that it's too much. That's one of the misconceptions or the myths of it all, is that, I think it's too much for me to think about. How am I going to find food? And, they're going to leave me alone. But no, you're not going to be left alone. And thankfully, our concierge is going to be there. We're going to be able to get your meals ready. We do a starter pack. We have welcome gifts. We can put a whole wine world package in, or a Trident Wines package in the villa for you, if that's your speed, just to take the edge off. And the staff will be there in and out, attending, if not 3 days a week. There's some homes that the staff are there for the duration of your stay.
6 days a week.
So you're never going to be left alone.
And we can organize from the time they land, and this will be done obviously in advance, where we can do the fast track services. We can do airport transfers, so you don't have to worry about being at the airport and having to know exactly where to go, because our drivers know all of our properties. And also you can get car rental that can be organized in advance. Like there's seasons as well. If you want to have the house decorated for Valentine's, if you want to have it decorated at Christmas, all these are services that we provide. And another misconception is about privates. In addition to those others, I would say being in an area that might be a little bit secluded or feeling safe. But our properties do have night security, and they're there usually
from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
to morning. And you also have, during the day, your housekeeping. So someone would always be there most of the time, unless you choose not to. But for people that prefer to not have such a secluded property, we also have properties that are right in the heart of a busy area where everything is happening. You can walk to restaurants, you can walk to bars, you can find everything within
all amenities.
All
around,
amenities.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have definitely
A wide
range for everyone.
Yeah. Leading on from that, or following on from the point of not being left alone, in case anything happened while the guest, God forbid, is in-house, our concierge works hand in hand with the property manager and us by extension when they're here on the island, to ensure that everything runs smoothly for their holiday. So in wrapping up our Terra Talks today, there's so many amazing reasons as to why you should book directly with Blue Sky Luxury. I mean, you're really never going to be left alone from the beginning of actually contacting us, reaching out, we getting all of your information, knowing your needs, knowing what special occasion or what moment this is going to be for you. We are going to just take the ball and run with it, ensure that it goes on to concierge, goes on to our property management. And even after you've left us, we're still thinking of you. So we will reach out again to see how we can rebook you, if not the same days, maybe another property, maybe for another joyful occasion.
Exactly, Sean. So you can find us on through our website at www.blueskyluxury.com, or you can contact us via experts at blueskyluxury.com, or via phone. We have toll-free numbers out of the UK, US, and Canada, which can be found on our website under the Contact Us page.
We are also available on social media, where you can use as a platform to contact us. And we are available 7 days per week.
Thank you for joining us today on Terra Talks. We're the Blue Sky Luxury Dream Team, and we look forward to welcoming you for a wonderful family holiday in Barbados.
See you next time.
Thank you.